We are live.
All right.
And I'll wait for 5:15.
Sure.
I've got 5:15.
So do I. It is 5:15. We have a quorum. I'll call the meeting of the City of Bangor Board of Appeals to order. Let's start with introductions. Dan, if you would start.
Don McCann.
Rob Ballingall.
Rachel Thompson?
Robin Perkins.
Ed Gould.
Jordan LaBeouf.
Thank you, everybody. First item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the January 24th Board of Appeals meeting. I hope everybody's had a chance to review the minutes. Is there a motion regarding acceptance of the minutes?
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as presented.
Thank you, Rob. Is there a second? Thank you, Rob. Any comments, questions, or amendments to the minutes? Hearing none. And Dave, just for clarification, since Don is the associate member, is he voting on this?
He doesn't, he shouldn't.
Gotcha.
On the-
Right. I can't.
Thanks. Hey, don't want you to feel left out. but-
No, that's fine. That's
We
fine.
gotta
I'm just
follow
getting
Robert's
my
rule.
feet wet on this, so.
Okay, all right, thank you. So there's a motion and second, no comments or amendments. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And that is a vote. Next on the agenda is item number 3, findings of facts and conclusions of law regarding the request for a variance appeal, which we heard at the January 24th meeting. And as Dave Sebjek has brought to our attention, at that meeting, we voted on each of the individual elements in the ordinance, but we did not have a global vote to approve the request for variance. And the proposal is that we, having voted that all of the conditions were met, that we now have a vote to approve the variance. So would someone like to make that motion?
I move that we approve the variance.
And a second? Yeah,
Before you ask for a second,
sure.
do you recall that the conditions that the code enforcement officer suggested that the applicant was fine with?
Thank you. That's right.
You want me to restate what those conditions were?
Sure.
Yeah, the code enforcement officer asked that, that if the variance is granted, that the granting of the variance be conditioned on 2 things. One, that the applicant acquires a sign permit from the code enforcement office. And 2, that the sign that is put in at the same location be completely on the applicant's property.
So Jordan, as the.
I'm sorry, not the applicant's property, but the property that is leased to the applicant.
Right, thank you, Dave. Jordan, as the board member making that motion, would you like to amend the motion to add those conditions?
Yes, I would. I'd like to amend my motion that we accept the variance with the condition stipulated by Jeff Wallace that the sign must be built entirely on the property and not hang over the easement for Union Street, and that the granting of the variance will still mean that the applicant needs to get a sign permit from the Code Enforcement Division.
And is there a second for the motion as amended?
Second.
Thank you, Rachel. Comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It's a vote. So,
And I just asked if you indicate that it's unanimous, since in case the video doesn't pick up everybody raising their hand.
thank you, and the vote was unanimous. Thank you, Dave. So next, we should vote on the specific findings of facts and conclusions of law, which is in your packet. Is there a motion regarding the findings of fact and conclusions of law as presented?
I'd like to move that member Ballinger be changed to member Ballingall. Sorry.
Yeah, I would also point out, I remember Thomas at one point as opposed to Thompson.
Oh, no.
But I think that's,
missed that.
with the
yeah,
applicant
right,
being
that-
Thomas, that is
That
easy
is-
to make.
no.
All right, so, go ahead, Dave.
Apologize for that. I can't believe that was how we did that, because we actually looked at the spelling, and we still ended up being Ballinger.
And you got mine right, so.
Ballinger.
It's hard.
A-G-A-L, two
It's-
L's twice.
4 L's, yeah.
It's
We even
right
said
on
that
the
to each other
signature.
today, and somehow,
Yeah.
okay, so
It's
that's.
Gaelic, I don't know what this is.
What we're gonna do is, we'll make any changes and then, bring them back in here for signature, tonight, if that's all right with everybody.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was the other one?
It says Thomas for me instead of Thompson on the last page of text in the third paragraph.
So then what I will suggest is that there is a second, no, there's an amended motion to approve the findings of fact with the two corrections as noted, and that motion was made by Rachel. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded by Jordan. Excuse me, any comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And the vote is unanimous. Excuse me, does anybody have any other business to bring before the board tonight? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
There is.
Thank you. Motion by Rob, is there a second?
Second.
And seconded by Rob, all those in favor say aye. Aye. And that is also unanimous, meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Text me if you need anything.
Are we still live?
Look that way.